is our semi-main event. On Yakuza. Simply irresistible. Ringside judges, Jun Chan, George Zachariah, Neville Williams. Timekeepers, Razen Saddam. When the bell tolls, Mick Hennepy is your man in charge. This is 5 rounds for the South Pacific Middleweight Championship. USA rules. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing in the red corner from Wurtala on Queensland's beautiful Sunshine Coast with Joe Hilton, his chief cornerman. Untarnished, 11 fights, 11 wins, scaling 71.2 kilograms. He turns 22 next month in June. The holder of the Queensland Super Welterweight and Middleweight titles. Scaling 71.2 kilograms, I mentioned, wearing black trunks with white piping. Would you welcome tenacious tormentor Tony Hill. Tony Hill, Queensland in the red corner. In the blue corner for the South Pacific Championship. At 20 years of age from Doncaster, wearing white trunks with ice. The winner of 9 of 11 contests, unbeaten, holder of Australian ISKA Super Welterweight crown, AFF Super Welterweight, and IKBA Middleweight title from Bryce Burntwhistle's Kick in the Ass Gymnasium, scaling 72.5 kilograms. The ice on the kickboxing cake, Louie the Ice Iosifidis. 5 rounds.
Well, welcome back to the World Congress Centre here in Melbourne, Victoria, and the big lead up to the fight we're all waiting for tonight between Manson Gibson and Australia's Ian Jacobs. This particular fight between Tony Hill and Louie Iosifidis is for the South Pacific middleweight title. And quickly I'll go to you, Steve. How do you see the fight at this stage?
Well, we've all seen Louie fight on several occasions. We know what he's capable of. He's a great kicker, very flashy fighter. Tony Hill, we don't know too much about. None of us here at the table have seen him fight, but he's from Queensland. He's got a very good record, they tell me, and we're about to find out.
Well, the record untarnished, 11 fights for 11 wins from the Queenslander Tony Hill, the 22-year-old. And Iosifidis lets fly with a spinning back kick and drops the Queenslander, but it doesn't affect him in any way. Oh, the crowd right behind the Victorian here, so the Queensland's got a real effort, Tarsus, to win this crowd over tonight.
That's right, Louie's the homeboy, and Queensland's going to have a hard time winning their respect.
Both boys beautifully honed and toned. Great athletes. Tony Hill, as Steve said before, I haven't seen him fight before. Comes down here as a bit of an unknown quantity, but you don't come down here with 11 fights for a South Pacific title. Good right hand over the top, found Iosifidis. And Iosifidis putting plenty of power into those kicks at the moment. Working on both legs of the Queenslander, and the Queenslander back.
Yes, the Queenslander seeming to settle in now. He's fighting back as well as what Louie's throwing at him. He's dishing it back. So I think we're going to be in for a good 5-round South Pacific title fight.
Well, the Victorian, a bricklayer by trade, and spends most of his past time watching soccer. The Queenslanders found him twice. Good right hands from Tony Hill on that occasion. Leads out the left. Well balanced. Iosifidis looking for the midriff, but caught him on the hip. Now has the Queenslander on the ropes. But can't do a great deal. He's covered up pretty well. Trying to work on the legs of Hill. Iosifidis in short with an uppercut underneath. This is a good opening. 5 2-minute rounds. Louie Iosifidis, the Iceman in the white trunks, and Tony Hill from Queensland and Australia, fighting in the black with the white piping. That's the end of round 1. And an interesting contest, Tarsus Petrinas. I don't think both fighters at this point of time have really shown us what they're capable of, but looking at them both sorting one another out, trying to work one another out. The cheers aren't for the fighters at the moment, though. It's our ring girl, but I think this fight is about to explode any moment.
That's right, Louis showing good technique, but the Queensland boy's strong, so the second round will be interesting.
Nothing much, as you said before, Steve, known about Tony Hill, but having a look at him, he's got a fair kit.
He certainly has, Rob. I was actually quite impressed there by Tony. He started off a little bit rough, a little bit nervous, but he's gotten well into this fight now. As well with some great right hooks there.
Actually, he's got good hands, and still, I notice he's trying to work on the back of the legs of Iosifidis. But Iosifidis is so strong in the legs, having a look at him. In fact, he looks a stronger fighter overall, to be honest. But powerful in the thighs, Iosifidis. And Hill just, at the moment, a few red welts starting to show on the outside of that left thigh. So the Iceman found the mark and finds the button straight away with that right roundhouse kick onto the thigh of Tony Hill. Hill not frightened to charge in. Pokes out the left hand. Iosifidis works to the inside. Left and right combinations into the inside leg kick for Hill. Now to the outside of that thigh of Iosifidis. You're hanging on, says Mick Canavan. The Queenslander with a long blonde hair. Against the Melbourne boy, Tony Iosifidis. Hill staying back, not allowing Iosifidis to do work with the legs underneath. Leaning forward with the shoulders into the Victorian. And the crowd loving this. Hill has plenty of power on that inside leg kick. Iosifidis goes from southpaw to orthodox, trying to trick the Queenslander, who comes charging into the ropes. Comes back Iosifidis with a roundhouse kick to the head. Down to the inside of the leg. Hill's as tough as nails, so he comes back in onto the ropes. And the referee breaks. Anything Iosifidis throws at the Queenslander, he brings back to him. Comes in underneath and leads out the left hand. Over the top of the ropes. And the roundhouse kick there from Iosifidis, well off target, and throws it over the top of the rails. Crowd starting to warm up to this fight.
Both boys also warming up to this fight. Getting a great second round. Nice roundhouse kick to the head by Louie Iosifidis. Tony Hill fights back. Inside leg kick.
Doesn't matter what Iosifidis throws at him, Stephen, though. He's just as quick to retaliate.
Absolutely, I think we're going to, as I predicted, see a 5-round war here.
So far, great fight. This is round 3 coming up, and Tarsus put you on the spot. How do you see it?
Tony's a good inside leg kicker, but Louis, I think, is working a bit more and scoring more cleaner shots.
Well, we're putting our Australian champion on the spot. He was on the mark before. We jumped on the bandwagon halfway through, though, Steve, so I think we might wait till round 3 before we have a pick, actually.
Fair enough.
We'll sit on the ropes. We'll go to the neutral corner, Tarsus. But the Queenslander, Tony Hill, the 22-year-old, answering every challenge that this triple title holder from Doncaster in Victoria, Louie Iosifidis, is throwing at him.
Interestingly enough, Rob, this is the first time Louis going for a WKA title. He has a title most of the other sanctioning bodies. This is the first time he's actually gone for a WKA title, which is the title that ourselves and Christopher Coronas normally promote.
Take the centre ring for this third round of this 5-rounder. And Hill comes in with a left, finds Iosifidis. Both boys trading leather in the centre of the ring. And this crowd getting excited here at this World Congress Centre here in Melbourne, Victoria. Hill, Iosifidis finds him with a roundhouse kick to the back of the thigh. Hill went down but still manages to stand up against the back of the ropes. Almost a war of states, Queensland versus Victoria. Louie Iosifidis from Doncaster in Victoria. In the white trunks. Hill comes charging at him, loses his balance and goes through the ropes. Both fighters back into centre ring. Good kick from Iosifidis. Inside leg kick from Hill. This is a good battle. Both fighters on the ropes. Hill looks down, has lost the mouth guard, but puts a smile on the face as they search for it. Down here at the moment, someone will give it a bit of a washout. And the opposite corner, sportsmanship. Give Tony Hill's mouth guard a wash, it's back in. The fight continues. Iosifidis leads with a kick to the head, then finds to the inside mark. Good left and right by Iosifidis. Hill comes back in underneath, trying for an uppercut. Iosifidis with strength. The kick of Iosifidis doesn't find the mark and the referee calls break. Hill bleeding from the nose. Comes in. I don't think there was too much damage there. Led with the hand. Oh! Unless there was a punch I didn't see there, but came in and led with the left hand. Maybe Iosifidis caught him on the way through.
I think it was a short right there, Tosca.
Yeah, I think it was.
Was that short? I didn't see it, gentlemen. It comes back with a left hand. Right uppercut. Right up Hill in a bit of trouble. Still looks bright-eyed to me. Iosifidis with a right round kick. Over the top. Hill goes for cover. And the referee says hands up and continue fighting. And the bell says Tony Hill. Good round for Louie Iosifidis. Iosifidis for mine takes out round 3.
Yes, I think Louie's slowly but surely starting to get on top of Tony, and I think Tony's tiring out and he is hurt.
Well, the referee is over there talking to the corner, and Tony Hill quite willing to continue. We'll just wait and see what's actually going to happen as they work on the nose of Tony Hill.
I think McCanopy, the referee, just checking to make sure that everything is okay with Tony.
In fact, Tony Hill, with a smile on his face, talking to the corner and talking to people outside the ring. So there can't be too much damage done.
Round 4 coming up.
And very non-constantly gets up as Iosifidis comes out of the blue corner, set the rumble. Oh, magnificent. Straight onto the head, comes up and Hill, tough as nails. He can't put him down, Iosifidis. Hill comes in and tries to kick underneath and still throws leather. It was an enormous kick from Iosifidis. The Queenslander leading into him. Oh, what a way to open the round. An enormous kick. Straight to the front of the head of Tony Hill. The left kick, the roundhouse kick, goes to the glove of Hill. Takes it on the glove. Iosifidis cool, stands back, has a look at his opposition. Comes side on now. Looking to take it on the glove. Not good enough, said Hill.
Not sure, Rob, but I saw his head go back then. I think...
take it on the gloves.
You think so?
The right hand of Iosifidis just finds Hill, but Hill comes back and throws leather. Iosifidis sizing up, goes from one side to the other. Underneath comes Hill. Iosifidis catches him, bullets him to the ground. He'll touch the gloves or wipe the gloves and back into combat. Oh, great kicking. That kicking found the mark. All the punches taken on the gloves and the forearms of Hill, but that kick certainly across the top of the thighs from Iosifidis. That's what we said before, Tarsus Petridis. That's where his strength is, in those thighs. He continues to work.
Louie using the legs.
And that one's too good.
I think that's it.
grimaces in pain and gets up for the count. Iosifidis thought he had him. He didn't believe he was going to get up. Now can he put him down again for a third time? And the bell saves Tony Hill. Iosifidis all power.
Louie using leg kicks and his kicking techniques to his advantage, and it's really taken effect in this round.
Oh, what a great lead-up to the main fight here tonight. Now that's not far away as we warm up to the World WKA Super Middleweight title between Manson, the Master Blaster Gibson, and our own Commonwealth champion, Ian Jacobs. Currently at centre ring, we've got a war. Tony Hill from Queensland, Louie Iosifidis from Doncaster here in Victoria. At the moment, it's Iosifidis, the power of his legs doing a lot of damage. In fact, very versatile, Steve, because not only is he doing work inside the legs of Hill, but he's working on the backs of the thighs, then spinning up and working on the head.
He's done some spectacular kicks in that round. I think, I personally don't think Tony's at the end of this round. He's taking a lot of punishment to the legs.
All right, fifth and final round. What can Louie Iosifidis do? Can Tony Hill bounce back? This is for the South Pacific middleweight title. Straight away, Iosifidis tries to bring the legs from underneath Hill. Almost brings him down. At left thigh, the outside of Hill's thigh starting to show the wear. Iosifidis loads up, goes inside with a kick. Left and right combination, a little sloppy. Pulling both fighters. Oh, a magnificent kick to the head. Working underneath, inside of the thigh. Good combination from Iosifidis. Hill trying to work in underneath as well. Pulling his way in, Hill has Iosifidis on the rope. But he's going to have to pull something out to drop Iosifidis and win this fight. At the moment, the Victorian ahead for 9. And Hill still bullocks into the neutral corner, putting Iosifidis back. Iosifidis, right uppercut. That's staggered Hill. Goes back, can't put him away. Left and right uppercut, puts the legs from underneath him and tries to drag him down. Oh, he's tough, the Queenslander. A roundhouse kick to the head, taken basically on the gloves. But Hill drops the head. He's tired. Iosifidis still finishing on with plenty of power. Hill will need to pull something out here. Both fighters given a good display. Iosifidis with an uppercut. Hill bleeding from the nose. Taken on the gloves. The sound was worse than it actually was. Comes in with a right, clubbing right hand by Iosifidis. Hill comes back. He's not to be denied. Still trying to take a leg from Iosifidis, but he's got no power. Iosifidis with an uppercut.
Tony Hill showing a lot of heart here.
Oh, an enormous heart. We've seen some great fights here tonight. And this is the forerunner of things to come. Iosifidis, spinning back kick. No! Hill manages to last for 5 rounds. Iosifidis and his can't believe they've won the fight. I tend to agree with him, Tarsus Pedrides, but oh, how gallant is the Queenslander.
Oh, he showed a lot of heart, but Louie just picked up another gear after the second round.
He's got that casual look about him, Steve. I mean, he was really hurting after that third round with those massive leg kicks coming from Iosifidis, yet, you know, there he was talking to the crowd, smiling, coming out. I'm here to rumble, I'm here to fight.
He's taken an enormous amount of punishment, and you've got to take your hat off to Tony Hill. He's stayed there till the end of the 5th round.
Well, we also have to remember that he came in here with 11 fights and 11 wins to his credit. We didn't know a lot about him, but we certainly know that he was no pushover. Let's go centre ring. And Howard Lee has our sponsor with us now, and we'll get a result of this fight very shortly.
Rob Gaillard, Steve Contasis and Tosca Pedrides calling the shots live. Peter Shannon. Marvellous trophies. Ladies and gentlemen, by unanimous points decision, still unbeaten, the Louie Iosifidis. Your trophy, Louie. Lou, the trophy. Well, we're talking to Lou in just a moment. I just want to talk to Tony Hill and Joe Hilton. Triple champion and still unbeaten. Louie, come across. Congratulations, Lou. Still unbeaten. He was a tough son of a gun. He wouldn't go down for good.
Yeah. It was pretty tough. He called me in the first rounds with a few silly things I did. But he did all right. He did good. He was a good fighter. I don't take anyone lightly. I'd like to thank him for coming down from Queensland and taking this fight. Thanks a lot, Tony. And you did well. Good stuff. I'd like to thank a lot of people. All the people who came down to support me. Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot. All the people, my family, all the guys. Thanks a lot. I'd like to thank Con for giving me a shot at the South Pacific, wherever he is. There he is. Thanks a lot, Con. I'd like to thank everyone who helped me behind the kickboxing scene. They don't know who they are. Helping me with my mind and stuff. Thanks a lot. I'd like to thank my team. I call them, I don't know, the dream team. My brother, Stan, Dr. Lewis, who thanks a lot, because I caught a cold this week and I don't think I was up to it, but he put me on some tablets and I felt a lot better, but I don't think 100%, but thanks a lot, Doc. And my trainer, Bryce, if it wasn't for him, I don't know where I would be, but he deserves all the credit. All the guys down the east side kickboxing gym, and everyone, thanks.
Louie, Bryce, just come across a couple of words. 2 big wins tonight and 4 championships now for Louie.
Yeah, things are looking up. It's good. He works hard. Before we go any further, I'd like to personally thank Dr. Lewis because up until the middle of this week, we didn't really know whether Louie was going to be here because both the boys, Dale and Louie, both got very crook. We had to give them a couple of nights off and a few antibiotics, but Peter Lewis saw them through and came back with the goods. So thank you very much, Peter, for getting the boys here tonight. I'd like to thank Tony for coming down from Queensland to take the fight. No disgrace, he put up a great show. You know, it's unfortunate his record's been broken now, but I'm sure he's got a big future, and he'll go on. He's a tough boy.
Tony, it must feel, although you lost, it must feel good to come to a city. You haven't been to Melbourne before, have you? Never before, and get a great reception like that. It must feel pretty good in a strange city, Tony.
Yeah, I was expecting to get booed as I was coming out. Yeah, I didn't think anybody to come and fight and seen Louie as a champion. I've had a lot of respect for Louie, so I've seen him fight on the video that they sent down. I didn't think I was going to win, really, but it was worth a shot. First of all, I'd like to thank Louie because without him, it would have been a fight. I'd like to thank the Hotel Como for putting this up. I'd like to thank Yakuza Promotions for putting on the fight. And most of all, I'd like to thank my trainer, Joe Hilton, who's brought me through with 11 wins out of 11 fights. And this being my first loss, I thought it'd be worse than this, but it's not too bad. I'm pretty keen to get on a few of the rums after the session. I'd also like to thank the crowd because without all you guys, there's no one here to see us win or lose. So, thanks a lot, everybody.
Very gracious in defeat, Tony Hill.